All right, so we are
Hardys, Dudleys, Edge and
so
Christian for the
all right.
tag titles.
So I am still torn because I can easily switch my 3 and 1.
That's wild, but two's got to be two.
No, so the 2 would move to 1 for me.
Okay.
So you know what? So this is what I'm gonna do because I think I have a more of an emotional attachment.
To this?
No,
Oh,
to
I'm
my.
talking. My number one is emotional attachment.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to this. You have anything else to say about this, real quick?
Chef's Kiss. This is this is 1998 King of the Ring. This is when you and I were growing up. Your friend that never watched wrestling. You put this one. This is Crash and Burn. This is 6 people grabbing the brass ring, shattering the glass ceiling. This is making 6 wrestlers superstars. This is one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. Not SummerSlam history, this is of all time.
All right, so I'm switching. I'm making a switch. So my number 3 is going to be Bret and Bulldog from SummerSlam '91 for the 92 for the Intercontinental title.
Great
Um,
match. I should have put in my honorable mentions.
it should be on your list because this match is a masterpiece, and the fact that
Especially one of them was on crack.
exactly that's my point. That's why this was originally number 1. That's
What a mark.
because I
With no
rewatched this
emotional
match.
attachment.
No, I rewatched this match, and when you know the context behind this, Brett is a fucking legend just for this alone. he really is. To call a match to somebody that's high, like we got to salute Bret Hart. I'm not. I prefer. We got this was
Goldberg could never.
this was fantastic, and like I said, like Bulldog high as a kite, but Brett pulled that match out, and you couldn't even tell. A complete masterpiece by Bret Hart. So my number 3 is the TLC is the Intercontinental title match between Bret and Bulldog from SummerSlam '91
Is our number
in
10 and
London.
our number 2 the same match?
Number 10?
Our number No, I'm sorry. Our number 10s were the same matches, and our number 2, are they the same match?
They're not. So your number 3
Was the triangle or the
is a TLC
original
match.
tables,
So
ladders,
I'll just jump back to that. So that will be my number 2 is
okay.
a TLC match. So for me, that's an emotional attachment to this match. Other than the edge spear from the ladder and the Spike and Rhino involvement, this match, in my opinion, is better than TLC 2. And I think we actually, if anybody wants to listen to this, this is in the audio feed in our archives, not YouTube. It's in the podcast feed on iTunes. We did go back in time and review this years back, but I believe I said that during that show. This match is fantastic. I remember when Mick Foley announced this match on Raw. I remember watching and getting goosebumps. Thinking about it, and it was in North Carolina, so I was all hyped for the Hardys to win. They don't win;
I
they
had
win
the
the following month.
VHS, I had the DVD.
Yeah, I had the VHS as well, and like this was like a VHS I wanted like really bad because at this time the VHS tapes were still like 40, $50. It's like the WWF ones. They didn't drop in price they didn't drop to $20 until like November, December, because I got Armageddon and Survivor Series VHSs because they came out at the same time. So I believe it's like around late December is when the price actually did change. But this was like a sought after tape because all stores didn't carry them. So like I had a Suncoast. Suncoast had them all, and this was like $50. And like I begged my Aunt Deb. Shout out to my Aunt Deb. We go shout out to Aunt Deb. Aunt Deb bought me this for Christmas, and I was ecstatic. And this I did not turn this off. I rewatched this thing so much, but definitely a memory that I will not forget. In this match, in these 6 people, these 6 men, including Lita, fantastic match and will forever stand the test of time. This is still probably the best TLC match to this day, 25 years later, believe it or not. So go ahead with your number two.
My number two comes from 2002. The Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels making his grand return to the squared circle after 4 years, facing his literal best friend. His best friend, your favorite wrestler of all time, Paul Levesque, telling Shawn's family, his wife, his mother, his father, I'll take care of your boy, I'll take care of your husband. And they went out there and they beat the literal shit out of each other. It was magic. The table spots inside the ring, outside the ring, commentary table, Shawn not even being in ring gear, the feel good moment of the win, Triple H to take the heat right back and get the nasty sledgehammer blow. It is, and this will be something I will go back to. I think there's other terms we can use too. It is feel good wrestling, guilty pleasure wrestling. It's very rewatchable. It is, like we said with the TLC match, it is something therapeutic. You can always go back. You can rewatch. It's timeless. It's evergreen. It's 23 years old and can watch it forever. Similar to your number three, the 92 match, which is 33 plus years old. You can still go back and watch, but two best friends beating the crap out of each other after Shawn hasn't been in the ring for 4 years.
So
That's
I'm very curious what your number one is, if this is number two. So this is my number one. Like you said, I remember I talked about this at length throughout the year. So like when Shawn Michaels came, this started when Shawn Michaels came back and joined the NWO. One of the biggest like mark out moments of my life. Again, shout out to Ondeb because Ondeb will record Raw for me. I remember I fell asleep and didn't watch it, but it was on record. So I watched it the next morning before school, and I saw Kevin Nash introduce Shawn Michaels as the news member of the NWO. Lost my mind. I still rewatch that video to this day and get goosebumps. And then NWO starts to disband, but before the disband,
I sold that 02 set of NWO Elites. Damn, I fucked up.
the Walmart ones,
all of them, which I think there's got to be something in there that wasn't
the Walmart 3-pack.
No. Nash, Booker.
The individuals. Oh, okay, yeah. Because that 3-pack, but when it first came out, that thing was hitting, and I sold a bunch of them.
Yeah, I didn't. I was actually waiting for. I thought it was going to hit clearance because I felt like those were on the shelf in a minute.
No, like when they first dropped, I sold a few and made like $30 off each one.
Look at you back in the wild hunting.
Yeah, well, I delivered the mail there. I was like, let me check, and I was just like, huh. I checked eBay. Huh, okay, that's fine. I'll take it. So I told about that. But at the time, NWO was recruiting Triple H, and I don't know what was going to happen. But the week of Vengeance, and Vince says the NWO doesn't exist anymore. Shawn recruits. Shawn trying to recruit Hunter to Raw. Hunter goes to Raw. Shawn and Hunter reform DX for 10 minutes, and Triple H turns on him. Then we get the "it was you, Hunter" thing, and this was supposed to be a one-off, but this was the start of Shawn Michaels' second career, which was arguably better than the first one, because this was a fantastic match, still their best match. And like I said, this is just something that is real close to my heart and a masterpiece. And like you said, you could just turn it on and get the feels every time. So that's my number one, Triple H and Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam 2002.
This was my number one. I love it. I heard a little slander on your list. I had to make a 1-2 switch. Talk about emotional feel. Watch it live when it happened. It's feel good wrestling. I go back, I rewatch recently. Somebody who I think is, somebody I know has been on like a Instagram, like spamming me with like wrestling content. And it's cool. He sent this match and he's like, yo, and I'm like, yo, I love this match. He's like, Man, when I was a kid, I used to always go back and rewatch it. I'm going back to the Hardcore Championship. I'm going back to 2001. Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy.
You are
You
such a
got to
nut.
talk. You literally, the match delivers. That crazy stage, that stage spot, that Van Terminator or Van Daminator. Again, RVD so not being known to the masses, and he is part of the heel tandem of the alliance, WCW and ECW. He's the only MF. Steve Austin, again, his association from 8+ years earlier, it's a little dramatic, 6+ years earlier with both companies is forgotten and not known to the masses. He doesn't count with the alliance, whether he's part of it or not. Rob Van Dam is not known to this WWF audience this way, and they love him. Jeff is spreading his wings, not doing everything with his brother Matt. He's over like Rover. They both go out there to deliver. I love the hardcore style matches. I love the hardcore championship. This is feel good wrestling. It's guilty pleasure wrestling. Can watch it over and over and over. It's my favorite SummerSlam match of all time.
All right, and to think that was a match that was booked. Was it the SmackDown before or the? Cause I know Jeff did beat him on one of the the Raw or SmackDown before, and then it got turned into a ladder match for SummerSlam. So,
oh man, you know what? I'm referencing when I said the stage, I was referencing the invasion stage. But no, yeah, the match still delivered. I'm just yeah, hell of a match. They didn't have a bad match together, period.
no, that invasion match was excellent. And if somebody didn't know who RVD was, you definitely
Last 2 European champions of all time. You should pop for that.
if you count RVD as the European champion, because the belt wasn't even hanging. So